Hey friends, it's Melanie. So I thought about doing this in a chit chat, get ready with me format, but quite honestly, my multitasking skills are not all that great, just in general, but especially this week. However, I really want to do this video to be able to warn other people to prevent something like this from hopefully happening to someone else. I really feel dumb about what happened to me, but I also understand after talking to a lot of people now who have had similar things happen that this is not necessarily something that I did to bring the situation on myself. In a way, yes, because I am on social media, and this is a lesson in what can happen on social media and how dangerous and dysfunctional and terrible it can be if you find yourself in the pickle that I am currently in. I'm someone who I really like to try to find a way to create something positive out of a negative, to try to educate others, to try to bring about some kind of change. I don't think I'm going to be bringing around any change with this video, but what I can do is warn you so that hopefully you then, after this video, go and take some steps to protect yourself, but also to protect your kid. This involves my child, and that part of it is the most difficult part of this situation. I don't think I'm going to be able to tell this story in a way that is super concise or linear. It's gonna zigzag. I apologize about that, but there is just so much in my head. And I tried writing down an outline. It's pointless, you guys. I just don't think there is a way for me to explain this to you in a way that stresses the frustration that I'm feeling concisely. So let's just get into it. Okay, so the situation that I am currently in, and those of you that are following me on Instagram are well aware of this situation, and I want to just take one quick minute to thank every single one of you who has reported the account. Those of you who keep reporting the account, I know that is a time-consuming process, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. It makes me incredibly happy to have that encouragement and support from you guys, but it also, because I have to turn everything into a sad thing somehow in my head, it also bums me out that there are other people who are going through the same situation who don't have this level of support. And if you are someone who is going through something similar, I am so sorry. And I hope that it gets resolved for you. If it's similar to my situation or if it's something completely different, I really hope that you can find some support somewhere to help you through what you're dealing with. But I can tell you that for me, having you guys on my side, backing me up, trying to help me make a difference here means the world to me. So I have not even had a chance to thank every single person yet. Please know that if you have sent me a message, if you've commented on my posts, I appreciate you so much. I've been so busy dealing with this situation that I'm trying to go back and forth with thanking everybody and then trying to deal with the situation and then thanking people when I have a moment. I feel like this has consumed my life for over a month now. There is someone on Instagram. Now, I do think there is a bot component to this situation, but I am also well aware that there is also a person or group of persons involved as well, because some of you have gotten this account to engage with you. Someone stole my images from my Instagram account. I have a public Instagram. They also stole images of my daughter. I have always used my Instagram as an extension of this channel to be able to connect with a lot of you on a more personal level, to share little snippets of my life, to show funny videos of my dogs, who you guys know I am absolutely in love with, to show you snippets of Stella growing up, because so many of you have been here on my channel from before I even got pregnant with Stella. And I have loved sharing all of that stuff with you. It was a way for me to connect with you on a more personal level, to, again, just show you small parts of my life. And so my Instagram has been public, and I've put pictures of my kid on my Instagram. This person bought a group of, or could be an organization, I don't know. They stole pictures of me, they stole pictures of my child, and they are using them on an account. And yesterday, a lot of you are amazing detectives. You are incredible. You have sent me screenshots galore. But this account is using my image as a way to scam money out of people. They are asking for banking information. They really have an obsession with Bank of America for some reason. So, I mean, if you are going to donate your money to their cause, which I am now the face of, by the way, that's the part that really pisses me off, is like, I am the face of this. My kid is the face of this scam. And that is absolutely maddening. I feel so violated. And the worst part is that Instagram will do nothing about it. Well, we'll get to what they will do here in a second, but it astounds me the levels and the hoops that I have to jump through to be able to get them to at least take care of getting my daughter's face off of this account. But this account is trying to engage with people who are probably lonely, or people who think that this is a great opportunity for them. I don't want to use the term because I do think that the YouTube algorithm suppresses certain types of videos that use certain types of words, but essentially this account is offering to pay people's bills, but all they need is your banking information, especially if you use Bank of America. They love those guys. So obviously what's going to happen next is they are going to empty out the bank account. That's the scam, right? They offer to deposit money. They're not going to deposit money into your account. And just while we're at it, I would never ask you for money. I am a very self-sufficient adult. Financially, I am in a spot where I am able to take care of my family. I would never ask you as a subscriber or a follower on Instagram to ever send me anything. Don't send me anything. If you want to give money to me, I would say, you know what, give that money to a nonprofit organization that helps animals, or give it to a children's cancer research fund. Unravel Iowa is a great one, highly recommend. But no, I'm never going to ask you for money. But that is what this account is doing. It is trying to solicit banking information from people to be able to, take their money. So it really sucks that me and my child are now the face of this scam. That's the part that's really frustrating. They are still now, even though I have had the account blocked, I have had to unblock it to be able to jump through Instagram's hoops to try to get them to at least take my kids' pictures down. I have had to unblock it at times, and I think during those times where I am trying to get the links to report things, they are taking screenshots of my stories where I am really upset in a lot of these stories from the last couple days, trying to explain the situation to you guys. And they are now posting those pictures of me in obviously a very vulnerable state to the page. I feel like that's a poor choice, if you are trying to get someone to think like, oh, here's this, and I'm not saying I don't think I'm the most attractive person, but here's this older white, maybe it's the gray hair, maybe they think oh yeah, old rich white lady, right? It's gray hair, I'm old, Maybe I have millions that I'm hoarding somewhere that I'm just looking to like spread the wealth, right? I don't know. I don't know why I was targeted. But anyway, they continue to take my pictures. I feel like at this point the account is taunting me. And I have personally come to the conclusion that once I go through the hoops, the steps to try to get Stella, I'm going to have to walk away. Some of you have suggested that I should make my Instagram private. That's pointless. That is pointless at this juncture because they have screenshotted things from way back on they are posting pictures from 2018, they are posting pictures from 2019, and the frustrating thing is now they are doing this weird tile format that I don't even know how to do these things on Instagram. That's like the hilarious part is I am not tech savvy at all. And maybe that makes me an idiot, and maybe I shouldn't be the type of person that participates in social media because of that, but they are putting these pictures in these tile formats so that it makes it even more difficult for me to report, especially the ones of my kid, much less the pictures of me that they're using, because I have to report every single square that has even a piece of my daughter in it. Oh man, you guys, the rage that I am feeling right now, and I know this is all over the place. I am really sorry. I'm trying. So I don't even know where I want to go next. But basically, the point is, even if I shut my Instagram down today, even if I deleted my account, they have plenty of content for me. They're going to keep going. And I am not willing to just let someone rule my life to that degree. What I certainly did do is remove every single picture of my child that I have ever posted on Instagram. And I will never, ever post another picture of Stella on Instagram as long as I live. She could be 22 years old. I still will never share her with you again. That sucks because so many of you have been so incredibly supportive and sweet and kind, and you have loved watching Stella grow up. I get so many messages from people saying like, oh my God, I can't believe she's already 10 years old. You know, I remember when you were pregnant with her, and I remember when she did this in a video, and like that's the kind of stuff that as a mom I think is wonderful because it allows me to bond with other mothers, right? Like so many of you have given me great advice about child rearing, all that stuff. But now I have furiously over the last couple days been going through my Instagram and trying to find every video, trying to find every picture that I ever shared of her, and I am deleting it. That sucks that I have to do that, but I learned a very valuable lesson. Clearly, I should have never shared my child in the first place. Because I don't think like a criminal, because I don't think like someone who does bad things, I never dreamed, I never imagined. Like, why would someone pick me, you know? That's really the thing that has blown my mind the most is like, I am just some broad who lives in Oregon, who's obsessed with pugs, who has a really smart, amazing child that I periodically like to share with you guys. I like to share funny dog videos. I like to share, you know, just funny things that all of these amazing content creators on on Instagram are creating. I love sharing that stuff with you guys because I love laughing. That's what I use Instagram for. It is a way for me to decompress from my everyday life, from the world around me. The world is a wreck right now. We all know what's happening. We all know that things are becoming incredibly expensive. We all know there is war and terrible and awful things happening all around the world, and it is depressing. And I've always used Instagram as a way to escape that and to try to like laugh and smile and have some fun and look at cute videos of dogs and just have a moment of like sanity where I don't have to think about the sadness in the world. It's probably very privileged of me to use a social media platform to try to not think about that stuff, but I'm aware. I know how awful it sounds, but I do think everybody has to have a coping mechanism. Instagram has been mine. I realize now that that was dumb, And I don't need any of you, if you are watching this video, to tell me how dumb it was of me to be so naive and Pollyanna about it. I am aware of that now, but again, because I don't think like a bad person, I just never dreamed that something like this would happen to me. I never thought that someone would be able to take my child and that I would have no efficient, fast recourse to be able to fix it and to get my child off of this person's page, or I just never thought. But I know that now. I am educated now, and now I want to pass this along to you. If you have your children on Instagram, take them off. I don't care if your account is private, because guess what? I have had people message me who said that they have had their private accounts hacked. Private, not even public, not readily searchable, but someone came across it and they hijacked their account. All of those pictures then of your precious children are in the hands of who knows what or who, right? So hold please. It doesn't matter if your account is private. You're still putting children at risk. And I hate to say that because I never thought that I was putting my kid in a dangerous situation, but I was. So I think turn on that two-factor authentication. Look at your account security, change your passwords, change them frequently. Be careful what you share of yourself. There's so much, you guys. There's just so much. But the one thing that I just want to stress is if you share your children on Instagram, you should get them off. Save those images on your phone. Keep them on your phone. Keep them on your phone. I just don't think that Instagram protects children, and I will absolutely put them on blast for this, because let me tell you exactly what I have to do to get my dog, who came from my loins. Like I grew this human, I birthed her, I have raised her for 10 years. In order for me to get Instagram to remove those pictures, I have to go through a special removal process, right? It's not just like, hey, I'm reporting this picture. It goes beyond that. You have to answer, you have to like click yes, no to these questions that they have. You have to prove you're not a robot. You have to provide specific links to each individual picture. So each frame from those tiles that they're doing, whether it is a piece of her hair, whether it is her shoe, I have to report every single one of those. It is an exhausting and time-consuming process. And only then will Instagram send you a message from what looks like some kind of automated account. I now have to prove to Instagram that I am Stella's mother. The person who stole my pictures does not have to prove that they are Stella's mother. I have to send them pictures of my government issue ID. I have to send them Stella's birth date. I have to send them her full name. I have to send them a copy of my child's birth certificate. I am supposed to trust Instagram to keep my child's birth certificate private when they cannot even protect a picture of my child. There is no efficient way to get a hold of anyone at this company. There is no phone number. There is not even an email. There is a support email. You can try emailing it. Please do let me know if they ever respond. They're not going to. No one checks that email. No one cares. Instagram is obviously a money-making machine. The amount that they make off of advertising the company is worth billions, right? So do they care that they are doing the right thing? No, absolutely not. And so because of that, you cannot trust that they will keep your child safe. Now, I talked to my friend Lisa Roberry. You guys are all familiar with Lisa. Her husband was in law enforcement, and because of the area that he was working in law enforcement, it had to do with crimes and children. He told me that I absolutely have to provide this information because otherwise they will not do anything. So I have to send this information, and I have to do it for each image that I have reported. So that's annoying. What I'm also going to do is attach the screenshots that those of you who are nice enough to engage with the account and let me know that this is a money scam account. I'm going to attach those to the email as well because, quite frankly, I have no other way to get them this information. My hope is that, well, I have a hope and a fear. My hope is that they see it and they're like, oh crap, look at this. Like, this is obviously a scam. We should shut the whole thing down. But what my fear is they're going to get this email from me with all of these like images and attachments trying to explain to them, because I have no other way to get this information to them other than responding to these emails to try to remove the pictures. I don't even know if a person is going to look at it. I don't know if it's a robot that reviews it. I don't know if a robot is capable of like looking at something and going, wow, that looks like a scam. No idea. But my fear is that they're going to be like, what is all this extra crap? No, ignore this, you know, get rid of it. This is irrelevant. So I don't even know what the right thing to do is. And that's really the frustrating part for me is I want to express, hey, Alphonse, get off of there. Come here, buddy. I want to express to them like what this account is doing and how awful it is and how they are trying to use it for ill intent. But I don't know that that will even go anywhere. So what I have come to terms with is that I might be able to get them to remove Stella's images, and I really hope that I can at least get them to do that. But I will not be able to get them to remove my images, so I am now the face of this awful thing. I hate thinking that my image could be used to hurt someone in any kind of way, especially financially. A lot of people are in a lot of financial dire straits these days, and that is so heartbreaking to me. And I cannot stand the thought that like someone is thinking that like I am somehow going to save them from that. And then they give the information and then they lose whatever money they have left. Like it sucks that I don't want to be associated with that in any kind of way because I'm a good person. I've never done anything to screw anyone over. I've always prided myself on being honest and straightforward. And it really hurts that like, despite being a good person, that's not enough. And this is what I just want to stress to you guys. It doesn't matter if you're a good person. It doesn't matter if you're always doing the right thing. It doesn't matter if you donate to nonprofits. It doesn't matter that you go visit homeless shelters to help with their soup kitchen. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are because the scammers out there don't care. And so I really just want to stress again, if you know someone who is susceptible to scams like this, please share this video with them. Please remove your children from Instagram. Don't give them that content. I will continue to upload pictures of my dogs because, I mean, I love my dogs, but obviously that's different from sharing pictures of my child. If someone wants to use a picture of Alf's face, whatever. If someone wants to use a picture of my face, I guess, whatever. Because once again, even if I made my account private, it wouldn't matter. You guys, I'm sure most of you follow Pen from Pen Smith Skincare. She recently had her Instagram account hacked and stolen. She has since been able to get it back, so I'm so happy for her. But I know that she is also very jaded. We've chatted a little bit and she's really upset by the whole situation. And it took a lot of work on her part and it ruined her life for a chunk of time to try to get it back, because once again, who knows what this person was going to do with this account, whether they were scamming people, and Penn didn't want to be the face of that either. No one wants to be the face of a scam, but you know, if you're public and you have it out there, then it is what it is. So I'm just really going to be a lot more careful in the future. And one thing that I have done over the last couple of years is anytime that someone has followed me, I have looked at their profile, and if it looks like it's a spam account of any kind, or if it looks like it's not a legitimate person, or if it's a creepy dude just looking to, like, you know, chat up the ladies out there, I block and delete those immediately. Does it hurt my Instagram analytics? Yeah, but also I don't use Instagram as a way to like monetize my life. I know a lot of people do. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Make your coin how you need to make your coin, especially nowadays. Do it ethically. I think you should be ethical, but do it. Do whatever you need to do, but be careful. Because it can come back to bite you in the butt real fast. But yeah, I don't use my Instagram that way, so I don't care if my Instagram grows. So I'm happy to delete people. I'm happy to block people. I do it all the time. The real irony in all of this is that I actually got a strike against my Instagram account because someone sent me a message asking if I was interested in having my bills covered by them. Again, I can't use the term because I'm sure this will get the video blocked by YouTube somehow, but I wanted to share how ridiculous that message was, and so I decided to create a funny post. Within 2 seconds, sorry, I know, I'm talking a lot. Within 2 seconds of me posting that, I received an automated message from Instagram saying that my post went against community guidelines because it was, let's just say, sexually suggestive. I was not being suggestive. The person who sent me the message, the scam account that sent me the message, was being suggestive. But I got my account dinged for that. So I've really learned a lot about Instagram lately, and I don't think they're a great organization. I think they do have a lot of great aspects to them, but as far as like their corporate stuff, I think you really have to do a lot to protect yourself. And just know that there is no real recourse if someone does take your image. Another hilarious thing is that they keep sending me emails, and there's always a message at the top of my account when I look at my page, encouraging me to schedule a call with the sales reps from Instagram so that they can, they want to grow my platform, you guys. They want me to give them money so that they can put my videos, like my reels and pictures of like my dogs and stuff, out as ads, so that I can grow my platform, so that I can get more followers, because I care, right? I don't. So no, I'm not going to do it. But I just find it hysterical because now they want me to pay them to expose myself even more on their platform so that potentially more scammers can come and, I guess, take more of my images and use them for ill intent. No, Instagram, I'm not giving you a dime. So that you can continue to literally do nothing to protect my kid. Clearly, I have some anger issues around this. I'm working through them. And just know that if you have ever commented on a picture of Stella and have said kind words and been encouraging to me, I appreciate that so much. I hate that I will no longer be able to share her with you. That sucks. I follow so many of you back, and I have been watching your children grow, and I don't want this to happen to your kids. Don't make my mistake. Take your kids off of Instagram. If you are someone who is likely to fall for a scam, please, if it sounds too good to be true, 110% of the time it is. Very rarely in life, maybe once in 75 blue moons, is a good opportunity, an actual good opportunity. Do not let people fool you. Do not let people take advantage of you. Question everything. Don't respond to something that doesn't sound like it's a real thing. It's probably not. There are more bad people out there, I feel like at this point, and I'm pretty jaded, but I feel like there are more bad people out there at this point in time than there are good people. And that is a terrible attitude to have because I've never had that attitude in the past. But from here on out, I am going to assume that everyone is a bad person until they prove it otherwise. What an awful way to live. I have never lived my life that way. I have always given people the benefit of the doubt, but you just can't do that. You have to just assume that people are not going to do the right thing and that you have to do the right thing. You have to protect yourself. You have to do what you need to do to ensure your safety. So there's that. Anyway, you guys, I know this was long. I know I probably could have made this a 15-minute video, but I just feel like I wanted to share all the ins and outs of this situation because of how complicated and convoluted it is and how difficult it is to try to fix it. I just want to stress that to you so that it encourages you to stop putting your children on social media. Don't do it. If you have a child that has a TikTok, if you have a child that has an Instagram, they're going to be real pissed if you make them take it down. But at the very least, please make sure that account is as secure as possible. Please check up on them. It's annoying, right? And they're probably going to give you a hard time, but this is what parenting is. It's hard, it sucks sometimes, but stay on top of your children. Don't let them sneak TikTok. Don't let them sneak Instagram. Have an open communication channel with your child. Tell them about the dangers. Let them know how many things can go wrong. Instill a healthy sense of fear in them. Do what you can to protect your kids. I know it's never going to be perfect, but we got to do what we got to do. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting me. If you would like to report the account, I'll put the name of it in the description box down below. If you're on Instagram, all you have to do is go and report it as fraud or scam. And maybe I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you know if it gets resolved, but I don't expect it to be completely honest. So this is just something that I'm going to have to walk away from. It is what it is. I made the mistake. I have to now deal with the consequences of that and to have that hanging over my head. And that's a bummer. I don't want you to deal with this. Please, if you can at all avoid it, do what you can. And thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Share it, especially share it with those people who don't think that social media can be dangerous, because it can be. Obviously, my life isn't at risk, but it certainly has ruined the last several weeks of my life. So not entirely. I'm still doing other things and still living my life, but I certainly have it hanging over my head, and it sucks. I don't want you to have to deal with this. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.